Hi all, and welcome back to my channel. I am working on a, as you can see, Alice in Wonderland journal tutorial. I'm actually going to make about 2 or 3 journals, not quite sure yet, and they are going to be full of lace, as you can see, you know, in the shabby chic style. Now I have to confess that I had already done a whole lot of tutorials for the beginning, but I didn't save them properly, so I lost them all. So I'm basically going to have to start from scratch, which is okay because I have the second journal that I'm working on. So I'm going to be working on like these 2 pages. You can see here. Okay. And using this journal. So just to give you a quick idea of what we're talking about. Just a very quick, just to give you an idea. I think it's looking rather nice. So I have prepped ahead, and the kit I am using is from my Porch Prints, and it's got lots in it. So this is one of the envelopes that comes in the kit, and I'm using grey. This just happens to be the grey I have in my stash, so I'm using that because there's a lot of grey in this rather than the brown. And of course lots of lace. Just check, and you'll have to excuse me guys, I have the flu. I am getting better, but I've still got the cough and, you know, the rough throat and yada yada. So this guy, we will come to this just now. There's still lots of work to do because I want to do some of this on that, and again I'll show you. I'll just have to check on my other videos to see if I haven't done it so I don't repeat myself. And so we'll come to that. So this is the first page. You can see I've already put lace on here. Oh, let's take that out. So this very simply, where's my piece here? I am just going to, I've put ribbon through this gorgeous lace, which I bought in Portugal, by the way. So I just want to make sure it's right at the end. And then I'm just going to fold it in because it just makes it neat. See that? So a little bit of glue to the end there. So I hope you'll follow along with this tutorial. Of course, it doesn't have to be the same kit as mine. I've had this for ages, and I printed it out ages ago, so I really need to use it. So now I'm just going to put you know me and my glue gun. I use it a lot. There we go. So it's going to be very girly, very lacy, which I love. Although I do most styles of journals. So this, I'm going to glue it like so. Oh, before I even start, let me get this. At the moment I've got, what I've done is I've taken 2 pages and sewn them together. Right, I've just reviewed all my other videos that I've made, and it's actually only part 1 and part 2 that I didn't save properly because most of it is done, but this part wasn't done with you guys. So all I've done is put 3D foam now on the back of this, and I'm not going to stick it down. Yes. And that should be about fine. So just to give it a bit of a 3D look there. Then on here I've already got these prepped ahead of time, you know, to put on here because I thought it would look nice. So I'm just going to put 1, 2. Yeah, perfect. And I'm going to put it right on top here, so it will also hold this down. Fabulous. And then I have these guys. I'm going to use one of these, make it look very pretty. So that will go there. And then I did use just grab this. just to put it on the edge there. And I just realized, yeah. So let's just cut a piece out. This is gray, so it's just the perfect color. So I'm just gonna cut out like a square piece, and it will go. That's a bit too big, so let's take off from here, I think. And I think that'll be fine. So I'm just going to glue down on here, not there, because I don't want to block that part. So if you're putting fabric down, if you're doing the same as me, make sure you only put your glue on the envelope. And then I am going to use, where is it? Right here. I'm just going to cut a piece off here. Oh my gosh, I've just used the, there it is. Let's do about that. I'm doing lots of layering, you know, obviously, yeah. I think you figured that out all by yourselves. So, and I'm just gonna trim this a little bit, and of course I'm going to keep these bits to smooch together to use for nests. I think that's nice. Let's make sure this is the right way. It is. So once again, make sure you stick to the envelope, and you don't want it exactly. And then I thought, I've got these gorgeous sequins here. They're like almost transparent, you know. And let me just make sure so we can get something in there afterwards. And I'm just going to put a few sequins here and there just to give it a little bit more interest. And this is actually coming off the wrong way, but yeah. Just a couple, two more, and I'm going to use the fingers, best tools in the world, I always say. Again, being careful not to close off the pocket, because I've done that before, trust me. Oh, now I've got glue all on my fingers. I think I'm going to speed this part up so not to bore you. There we go, just a few to bring it up. Now on this one, and I will keep these. So I've got my long thread here. Oh, I've got glue on here. Can you believe it? I wasn't being careful enough. I'll have to, so annoyed. Okay, what can I say? Now here, just make sure your ends meet. I just get rid of the glue on my nails, which are now too long. I need to go and have them redone. So I've got these little ones here. I'm not going to put big beads because then it's just going to bulk out. And I'll speed it up here too, because, you know. Okay, so now we've got them on. That took me a while. And then all I do to make it into a little ring is just to tie it. So that was a bit finicky. And it's like 3 times. And then just to 100% secure it, I just put a tiny thing of glue just to hold it in place. I just want it to, it should be fine. Just got to let it dry. Yep. And then you can cut it right there. And you have this little cute thing here. And then of course in here, you can put whatever you like. I'm still going to put ribbon on that, but that fine detail I will do, you know, it'll be one of the last things I do. So you can put quite a few things. This is just from my stash as well. So we have that. And then let's get this out the way. And let's get all that. And let's make 100% sure. Yeah, you see this one's stuck down. That's fine. Yeah, there. And then here, excuse me, you've already seen me do this one, so I'm not going to do it again. I thought I hadn't done it, which is this one here. And again, I've just added stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do there. And here I added some beads. I'm sure this you can do on your own. I put a little cappy on the end, then I tied a knot, like 3 or 4 knots with the thread, and then once again I used my glue gun to secure the cap in place so it doesn't come off. I hope you guys can see that there. See that? So and this hangs just past the page. And then I did another one. I still got to do that with you. And then I put another one on another thread, exactly the same thing. And this is a piece of leftover from cutting, so I might add some more beading on there. And all I've done is I kept it folded, you know, when you're trimming the pages and stuff. So I'm just going to make this into a little a little tag. So this one, like I say, you saw me do it, so I'm not going to redo it. And then yeah, whatever we stick, we'll stick later. And then okay, this one and this one, let's do that. So this is a gorgeous piece of lace that I cut. Also I bought it in Portugal, and I did go around and zigzag the edges, and I also left some long stringing on both sides actually, in case. This one I'm going to cut off. Yeah, because this one, it's there. So I'll cut it, let me make sure it's the right side. Sometimes, yeah, that's the right side, so I'm actually going to leave it on. Phew, I'm glad I didn't cut it off. So this goes on the very last page. Ignore this. It'll go in somewhere else. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do this packet. And again, well, let's glue this down first. But again, there I used some of this lace. So we're layering again. So let me cut a piece off. That one should actually be enough. Let's just cut that off there. And let's remove these pages just to make it easier to work with. Okay, so I'm just going to put this piece, and then we must layer the front as well. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off here. Go. And once again, let's get my glue gun. Let's make sure it's the right way. So hard to tell. This way. So we want it hanging out. Just a little bit there. We're not too interested in having it perfectly straight. We don't want it perfectly straight. And then I am going to glue this one. And this thread I'm going to take off here. I've got glue stuck on. You know what I use? You probably can't see it. Let me push this forward. Oh, there's a bit of glue there, so I use this cheap little scraper I bought at the hardware store, and that's how I get the glue off my mat. I just thought I'd show you just quickly, because it's very handy to scrape anything off. One of these days I'll put that in water and take it off. Right, tip over. Had to show you that. And so of course this now is going to hang. I want this hanging right down. So taking it from the top, let's just glue that part. Yep, fabulous. Really, which is the front? I can't even tell, guys. Yeah, I think that is the back. And then yeah, let's put that there, and right on the bottom, because this is a pocket, let's put that there. Here we go. I'm not going to do the threading of the beads now. Again, I just use these little beads that I have here. I'm sure you don't need to see me thread it. And again, let me just take off the excess threads here. Once again, I threaded it in. I put exactly the same as what I showed you earlier. Make sure you cut these so that they're the same size. It's just easier to thread. Tied a knot, like 3 or 4 knots, and glued it onto the plate. You see here? Just show you on this one. And I put a blob of glue on it. And of course now let's just put that little, and what is this one hanging here? It's going to confuse me. So now we are going to use this beautiful ruffle, and I'm just going to fold it because you know it's double, just in case you want to know. So I'm going to cut it a little bit more. So it's so easy because it gathers as it sews. And if you don't want it so gathered, you can actually just lengthen it a bit. But we're not going to be fussy, so. And once again, I added another bit of a layer here. So I'm just snipping a piece from here. You actually can't even see it in the, I don't even know if it's worth doing because you can't see it. So I'm going to cut this baby in half. Of course this will be used somewhere else, and I don't want to cover that, don't want to cover the hearts, don't want to cover anything. So let's do that. Make sure it's not sticking, which it shouldn't, you know, on the other page. So let's do, just put a line of glue there. Looks just so pretty. And then, you know what, just to give it a bit more oomph. Again, let's do it. Can even add a bit of the red one if you want. This is the one I dyed with pomegranate spray. It's very nice. Now I'm not going to put it there, but I use pomegranate on this mixed with water to dye, and it's this exact same lace. So let's put that aside. So we've got 2 here. We actually only need 1. And Okay, so I'm going to chop off this top one here, and I'm going to use this lace, which I'll do off camera, this thread, not lace, to thread it off camera. And then I've got some cutouts here. I mean, you can decide, you can put whatever you want. Let's have a look. I just felt it needed something there, and I didn't want to put another bead or whatever on there. Yeah, I'll use this one. You're not going to get all tangled up looking for the exact same one that I used there, because I think, yeah, just that is absolutely perfect. I mean, you can do more layers if you want, but I think it's enough, yeah, of stuff. So, but I think it's enough because, like I say, this little guy is going to go in there for more writing space. Now, this is made from leftover papers, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, plenty, which we will do that together and decorate it a bit more. So we have that, which goes here. And then we come to the last page on there. And again, I just want to bring this so I can remember what I did. See that? So nothing is glued down yet. So all I did, guys, this I got is like an embossed, I don't know what it is, paper, very fine paper. I received this in a swap, and I thought, how nice. I just don't know what paper. It's like almost like a thick tissue paper. It's very, very nice. So that is done. Now I'm going to just stick it on my page, like so. Perfect. So we have something for here, then we have a nice tuck spot there, and then once again we have lots and lots of layers on there. So let's just do that quickly. I'm just going to cut a big piece. And I'm going to do there, and then we need a piece of, like I say, it's all going to be exactly the same, which is fine. So let's just, where's the one I did? Yeah, I used a piece of this netting. This used to be a veil once upon a time, and I'm going to fold it like so, maybe a little bit wider, yeah, and I'm just going to cut. There you go. So I've effectively doubled it. Which is absolutely fine. I think I'm going to put this one first. I mean, you can put it in any order you want. Yeah. Looking good. So let's just put that down already. Perfecto. Oh, I also added a bit of blue. Let me get my blue fabric. Really mixed up the colors here. I hope I've got more of this. It's so, I just like it. So once again, cut. We're not too fussy on how we cut it. Yeah, I think that's perfect, but I'm going to take a little bit off there, which will go into my smoosh bag. Let's put that down. And then, I'm trying to find the lace that is exactly like that. Huh. Okay. So I'm just going to use a piece of this now, and it is rather long, so it'll still fit. So I'm going to cut it to about here, and by long I mean it's actually a bit wide. So I'm just going to cut it there. Maybe even cut it down a bit more. Let's make sure which way is the right way, and that is the right way. Oh, I like that, so it's a little bit crooked there. See how easy it is? I'm choosing not to ruffle this up. And then let's just get rid of that. And then right here I have this one. Used to be sticky, this is no longer sticky, so it'll also have to be glued down, and I want it sort of halfway. I want the, you know, some showing there. So once again with the glue gun, just checking I was, and it does, I don't want it particularly straight, you know, that's boring. Jota, that's my puppy. My gorgeous handsome little boy, and he's going for the chop next month. Yep. Hopefully that way he won't hump my leg anymore when I'm trying to record. I've only got 2 of these. Oh no, I've got another one here. I like to do it, you know, in 3s. Before we put that down, let's put a bit of ribbon there. I think that's too long. Bring it down a bit. So we can glue this part down. Like I said, it's all about pizzazz. And I just want to get, I'm going to put an extra one of these, of this, with the silver thread in it. Oh, it needs a bit, that's okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, now I can put this guy down in place. Nice big blob there and there. That one's not sitting properly. Down you go. Down you go, and we want another one of these little beauties. So cute, and of course they're very soft, so they don't add a lot of bulk. And then, because this was looking very plain, tea party, so what we're going to do, just the ends down. Yes. And once again I did a little bow. I made a bow from this. let's do like so. I'm wasting there, I don't want to waste because it's only a little bow. Like so. Perfecto. Just a little bit more there. I think that's fine. More glue. Press it down. Did you see how easily I made that bow? Maybe I should have done it a bit slower, but I mean, and then you can just, for the moment, let's just tuck some stuff inside. Why isn't this sitting nicely? It's a bigger one, you see. So what else can I stick? Well, for the moment, I think you've got the picture there. So I will probably make some little bigger ones. I'm just thinking maybe I'm going to glue, because you know why? This is actually quite a, it's much bigger, you see, than that one. So I'm going to glue more of it down. Just a little. And I just want to, because I don't want the glue to go, you know. Yeah, I think that's better. There's my cloth. And then we can put these back inside for now, just to show you. Maybe I'll make a teeny weeny envelope and stick it in there. There we go. Yeah. And there we go. How pretty is that? So now we have, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. So, oh yes, I'm just wondering if I shouldn't, I might as well. Hey, like I say, I've already done that there. Oh, I don't have another one of these, but maybe we'll do this at another time. I'm going to go away and do that on here because I really like it. And then I'll come back with a next tutorial. So, stay tuned, people, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao now. Bye-bye.